Protein synthesis include three steps: transcription, translation, and translocation. Going to protein synthesis, let's quickly understand the difference between DNA and RNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. RNA is ribonucleic acid. DNA is double-stranded. RNA is single-stranded. DNA is made up of 4 nitrogenous base pair, that is thymine, cytosine, adenine and guanine. In DNA, guanine pairs with cytosine and adenine pairs with thymine. RNA is also made up of 4 nitrogenous base pairs, that is uracil, cytosine, adenine and guanine. In RNA, guanine pairs with cytosine and adenine pairs with uracil. Here the difference in DNA and RNA between the 4 nitrogenous bases is that thymine of DNA is replaced by uracil in RNA. Also, DNA is found in the nucleus of our cell, whereas RNA is found in the nucleus as well as cytoplasm of our cell. Certain portion of the DNA codes for the gene, and when a gene is expressed, a certain type of protein is produced. So indirectly, proteins are produced from our DNA. RNA, which is single-stranded and present in the nucleus as well as cytoplasm, are of 3 types. First type of RNA is mRNA or messenger RNA. Messenger RNA carries the information of protein synthesis from DNA in the nucleus to ribosomes in the cytoplasm. Well, ribosomes are organelles in the cell where the synthesis of protein takes place. So indirectly, messenger RNA acts as a postman. It carries message from one place to the other place. Second type of RNA is tRNA or transfer RNA. Now, according to the message of mRNA, tRNA carries amino acid up to the ribosomes. Third type of RNA is rRNA or ribosomal RNA. It is the component of ribosomes, and ribosomes perform the function of synthesizing proteins. Now you may think why protein synthesis is so important. So proteins do all kinds of work in our body. Example, in transport, in making structure, in acting as enzymes, in protecting our body. Well, proteins are essential for us to live. In fact, your body is making protein right now as you are watching this video. The proteins are synthesized by DNA through RNA. This process is called as central dogma. Well, you may also think how proteins can be made from DNA, which is in the nucleus, as proteins can be made by ribosomes, which is in the cytoplasm. How does this transfer takes place? Well, here comes RNA to the rescue. It plays a very important role in the process of protein synthesis. The first step in protein synthesis is transcription. Transcription is a process in which we are going to transcribe the DNA into a message in the form of RNA with the help of an enzyme called as RNA polymerase. Now, this step takes place in the nucleus of the cell. So, in this step, the enzyme, that is RNA polymerase, it comes and attaches to the DNA. The RNA polymerase binds to a specific part of the DNA, that is, it binds to a specific sequence, and it breaks the two strands apart. One strand is called as the template strand, which will be used to generate the mRNA, and the other is called as the non-template strand or the coding strand. Now DNA has two regions, the promoter region and the terminator region. RNA polymerase binds to the promoter region and it starts to unwind the DNA strand. This is called as initiation. Then the RNA polymerase starts to move along the template strand, and as it starts to move, it starts to produce the mRNA. This is called as elongation. Then when RNA polymerase reaches to the termination point, it detaches itself. Also, as the RNA polymerase detaches itself from the DNA, the mRNA is also set free. The mRNA has the same base sequence as the DNA template strand, but with uracil instead of thymine, that is U instead of T. Also, as the RNA polymerase detaches itself, the DNA zips back to as it was. The RNA which is produced now carries with it the code which was in the DNA, and the codes are for amino acids, which consist of 3 nucleotides called as the triplet codon. Now, as the mRNA is produced, our first step in protein synthesis, that is transcription, is completed. Now the mRNA leaves the nucleus and will now move into the cytoplasm, where it will find a ribosome. This is where the translation occurs. During translation, the mRNA acts as code for a specific protein. Each set of 3 bases on the mRNA, which we call codon, will code for a specific anticodon, which will be carried by a specific tRNA, and each different tRNA is linked to an amino acid. Now the ribosomal unit binds to the mRNA. Here the tRNA, according to the message on mRNA, will start to bring the amino acid. So, the amino acids are brought by the tRNA. As they transfer the amino acids, they are called as transfer RNA. The tRNA drops the amino acid and leaves the ribosome. The process continues till all the codes of the mRNA is read. During this process, the ribosome keeps on moving from one end of the mRNA to the other end by the distance of 1 triplet codon. This is called as translocation. So many chains of amino acid come together and are attached to each other by a peptide bond, and they form a complex protein. This is how proteins are synthesized. Now the characters are transferred from parents to the offsprings via genes which are present on the DNA. Sometimes sudden changes may occur in these genes. Even a minor change in any nucleotide of the gene is nothing but mutation. Mutation may even cause genetic disorders like Down syndrome and sickle cell anemia. Now here are few questions related to the topic protein synthesis. Do comment down below if you were able to answer these questions.